What's up, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. This is a fresh, brand new pick a card reading just for you, and I love these collaborations between us. But before we dive into these cards, please subscribe to my channel for more spiritual content and hit the bell if you would like to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I promise you, I will post new videos every week. This could be pick a cards or anything else or everything else spiritually. What will this summer bring you? Thanks to the summer solstice that came in on June 21. So what can you expect from these new energy shifts that have just came into our lives? Well, just tune into these stacks of cards and pick a stack of cards that you feel most drawn to. This could be by choosing by intuition, or you could choose a crystal that's on top that has caught your eye. You can choose multiple stacks, whatever it is that you feel good, that will be the right choice for you. So you can pick number 1. And over here you see the jade stone. Then we got pick number 2. We got moonstone here. Pick number 3. We got tiger eye here. And pick number 4, blue kyanite. So tune in for a moment and pick a pile you feel most drawn to. In the description box, you can find the timestamp for the pile that you just picked, for the stack of cards you just picked. So you just go to the description box, you just hit the timestamp, and it will bring you straight to your card reading. And for everybody else, let's just dive into this. Woo! So if you have chosen pile number 1, this is your reading with the jade stone. Let's put the jade over here and see what cards we got. We got the 5 of Pentacles, or coins, depending on how you look at it, or how you like to pronounce it. We got the 10 of Cups, and then we got the Cobra. Well, let's tune into these cards. The first thing that I noticed is that you have been coming from thinking of lack. You have been feeling stuck. You have been walking around with the feeling of losing something or somebody. I feel like you have changed a lot, and things have changed a lot. But I definitely feel that the energy is changing. So you are definitely recovering from the challenges you have lately been through. So I think the last couple of months, 6 months before today, I feel like you have been through a pretty hard time. You have struggled, and you might have felt like your plans, your dreams, your goals, your relationships were actually like more stagnated, stuck, not moving into the direction that you would like, that you thought you would be right now, that the energy you thought you would be in right now. I definitely see over here that the change is being for the better. I see more happiness, more joy, more family time, more abundance. And over here the Cobra card is telling me that whatever you just been through, it has been quite the lesson. It has taught you so much about being humble. It has taught you so much about you trusting yourself. You knowing that you got all the answers inside. You knowing that even when things get stuck, or even when you lose certain relationships, maybe a job, maybe a dream, you are in the power. No, you have the power. You have the power. You have the strength. You have the stability. You have the soul's desire to change that around. You can do that, and you have done that. And with this new energy coming in, I feel that this summer will be a more energetic one, a more joyful one. So you are leaving behind a lot of old stuff, a lot of challenges, a lot of poverty thinking, a lot of loss feeling, a lot of lack feeling, and you are moving into a more abundant state. You are probably already feeling this type of energy coming in right now. So you have been on wait, you have been on pause, because the Cobra card, the energy of the Cobra card is definitely telling me that you have been waiting for this energy to come in. And now you have learned your lesson, and you have been wrapping up all this energy, like you have been patiently waiting, even though you were not that patient. I have to say, your energy didn't feel really patient, but you had to be patient. And you probably have been taught by that Cobra card, by the Cobra energy, that you needed to be patient in order for your dreams, your relationships, and all the things in your life to change to a better situation, to change into a better perspective for you. And that has happened. I feel with the other cards coming up, we got synchronicities over here, and then we got compassion. I love this card. It's a pretty deck, isn't it? We got these cards here, and these are telling me that you have been having, I don't know if I pronounce it right, but you had a lot of synchronicities. You had a lot of signs in the last couple of months, but for some reason you either did not trust them, you did not trust your intuition, and you did not trust the signs that you were getting, or you were not able to decipher them. You were not able to understand the message that was actually coming in. Well, you will still be having a lot of synchronicities. You will still be guided by your angels and your guides and the universe and God, and they are still helping you and trying to guide you towards the things that you are actually trying to manifest. But you have to just sit still and listen for a moment. Adapt a moment of silence. Wait, pause during the day a couple of times for you to be able to understand what's coming through, and just trust that whatever comes up in your mind first, that it's actually the thing that they are trying to tell you. Don't second guess yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. The compassion card is not just for people around you. I feel like you need to have compassion with yourself. I feel like you need to be a lot kinder. I feel like you need to be a lot patient. You need to have more patience with yourself. Yeah. This has been a road for you, a rocky one. And I feel like you are moving into a more happy, energetic, and loving space. And you are loving yourself more. And you are learning to love yourself more. And the struggles that you have been through for the last couple of months have led up to this moment. And this summer is going to bring you a lot more great energy and you more flowing into the things you actually want. So I will not say to you that like this summer all your dreams are coming true, because that would be a lie. But I definitely feel like a lot of things that you have been trying to manifest will sprout, and some of them will be coming true. Some of them will be, you will be able to pick the fruits from your labor. You will be able to move into enjoying the things that you have been trying to manifest. And then we got living in the now, and we got where are you being called to journey to? Well, these cards are actually telling me, this card is actually telling me that, like I said here, you need to wait, you need to pause, you need to stop trying to pursue certain dreams. And I'm not talking about stop trying to pursue them, but you need to stop trying to like pursue them as in hunt them. You need to take a moment back and look around you and see all the blessings that you have right now, because you came from far. You had to overcome a lot, and this year has not been easy for you, but it's going to be easier from now on. That doesn't mean that no hardships will come up, or no struggles, or no challenges will be presented to you. They will, like everybody else will have like certain challenges in their life. You will have them too. But I know that if you live in the now, you will be able to enjoy all the blessings that you already have. You will be able to notice all the synchronicities. You will be able to notice all the blessings, the hidden blessings even. So listen to your intuition and listen to where you need to go next. But in listening where you need to go next, make sure you appreciate the here and now. So you pick this card, and you now got your energy for this summer that came in with the summer solstice, and I hope you really liked your message. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate your thoughts, and I'm grateful for your energy, for tuning in, and I'm blessing you with a lot of good energy and joy. And let's now move on to the next pile. Thank you for watching. Hello, beautiful you. Here is your message if you pick pile number 2. And let's just tune into this card. What can you expect for the summer with the new energy of the summer solstice that just came in? Well, let's just see what we got here. We put the moonstone over here. We got the Page of Cups. We got the High Priestess. And then we got Spider. Well, if I tune into these beautiful cards, what I'm actually picking up is that you have been moody, you have been emotional, and some of you have been emotionally immature, responding very heated, might have been reacting out of anger, frustration, irritation, fear, insecurities. And I feel like you are not really in the right place energy wise. I feel like that you might have overreacted at some points. I feel like that your emotions have been all over the place and it was hard trying to control them. You have been responding in a very emotional way instead of using your emotions, digesting them, feeling them, and then thinking about them and then responding. But you are actually leaving this energy behind. I feel a message is coming for you guys in this summer. You guys are getting a message that you guys have been waiting on for a while, and you will be very pleased with this message. So I feel like abundance is flowing your way, and this message is also going to make you emotional, especially because you have been waiting for it for a very long time. Some of you might have had this message already, but I think most of you will get this message during this summer, somewhere in this summer. And if you have not yet gotten this message yet, just make sure you wait a little bit on it. Just wait on it. I know for sure that you will get a message that you will be pumped about. I can say pumped. So yeah, you are definitely going to be pumped about this, because this is bringing a lot of opportunities. This is bringing a lot of possibilities of love, abundance. So for you guys that are single, there's a possibility of meeting someone new. But I also feel like some of you guys will get like great opportunities financial and business, and some health. I feel some of you guys are getting good news when it comes to health. So some of you might have been going in and out of hospitals and have been waiting on some answers health-wise, and you will get a great health. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. You will get a good answer. You will get a great message. You will get a great test results when it comes to your health. Yeah, so that's definitely what I'm picking up over here. I see you guys needing to trust your intuition more, be more patient but persistence at the same time. I feel like this summer you are manifesting a lot better, because you have learned to control your emotions a little bit more. You have learned to not react and respond out of fear, out of insecurity. You have learned to wait a little bit longer before you respond. So you will be able to now manifest things in a more joyful way. I feel like you are learning to use your emotions for great manifestation. Yeah, I definitely feel this. And I feel like some of you guys have been seeing this new energy coming in. I feel like some of you have been feeling and knowing, might have been dreaming about the changes that are about to come into your life, the things that you have been trying to manifest, and you have either already seen them through your third eye, or have dreamt about them, or you have heard them, or you have felt it. I feel like there's a psychic energy there that you have I feel like you know or knew that something is coming. Great energy this though. This card is actually saying the same thing as this card. It's a manifestation card, the spider card, and it's actually telling me that you have been creating something, and it has been blocked or it has been challenging because you have been emotionally all over the place, and this was not really helpful in manifesting what you actually desire. It has actually manifested more of what you do not desire because you have been focusing on the negative or the lack in energy. You have been very emotional when it comes to how people respond to you. You have been very emotional when it comes to which direction to go into, but you have been doing so in more of a low vibrational energy than a high vibrational energy. Yeah. And now you have learned to turn that around and manifest with that, and make sure you use your emotions to manifest happiness, joy, and all the things you actually like. So I feel like you are in the progress of building something sustainable, something very big, something that's going to catch a lot of eyes, something that's going to catch a lot of prey. I feel like you built something. Some of you are building an empire, some of you are building on a dream, some of you are building on a family, and I feel like the foundation that you have been building is very stable and is very strong, and you have worked on it very long, and I know that whatever you are trying to build on top of it, it will not quickly collapse. Yeah. I also feel like you guys need to stop being destination oriented. Stop trying to look at the results or like chase the results. Start enjoying the progress. Start enjoying also the low vibrational energies and the emotional moments and the challenges. Learn to enjoy them. Learn to embrace them. Learn to see them as the progress of becoming you, the progress of creating your goal. Let's see what we got for cards, for the other cards. We got you decide. Well, that makes noise. If that makes sense, not noise. Then we got you decide, and we got withdraw. What this is actually telling me is that you had to decide if you wanted to play like the victim and be in the pity party, or wanted to move up and change your life around, hunt the things you actually want, move forward with your dreams, move forward with a relationship, decide if you actually wanted to have these goals you've been setting. And even though it was like scary, and even though it was like even though it made you doubt yourself, and it made you fear if your dreams were able to come true, and if you were able to proceed with the relationship or the goal or the family the way you envisioned it. But you have been like retreating, you have been pulling back, you have been in hiding, you have been restoring your energy, you have been building, you have been learning to manifest. So you have been taking a lot of time to create what you actually want. And I just said noise before this when I said you decide, but I feel like you, in the beginning, like in the past, you made a lot of noise. You made a lot of noise when it came to your goals and your dreams. You might have like told people about it. You might have like put it up on Facebook in a post. You might have been like all over the place, like, hey, see what I'm doing, look at me, look at me. And I feel like right now you made the decision to take things in a much calmer sense. So I feel like you have been more moving in silence. There's some calm energy that just came over you, and I think it's very interesting. I feel like you're using and learning to use more of your cycles, and with the moonstone over here too. I feel like you learned how to work with you being you more than you did before. So this new energy that just came in with the summer solstice, I definitely feel like you are more open to being who you really are, more than you have been before. I feel like you accept your quirks and you accept your awkwardness and you accept the fact that you every now and then you need to withdraw in order for you to gain more clarity, in order for you to manifest the things that you actually want. And I feel like you always have known that you are a great manifester, but from time to time you just chose to manifest and live in the challenging moments more than you did in the joyful abundant moments. But I feel like the tide, do I say it right if I say the tide has changed? The tide has changed, the tide has shifted. Your luck has turned. I feel like your luck has turned. That's what I'm getting at. Then I'm getting, oh no, what is this? We just talked about this. Manifest. And then we got emptiness. Hey, I got 3 of these, okay? Emptiness, and we got boundaries. And here it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? When I look at these cards, I definitely feel like you have been manifesting a whole lot of new things into your life. These can be like new relationships, new friends, new lover, new job, new dreams, a new you. And get the thought in my head, new phone, who's this? This is the energy that I'm getting over here. I feel like you left a lot in the past. It feels like this summer you are able to enjoy your manifestations. And I feel like you have learned to judge yourself less. I feel like you have learned to be less critical, not just of yourself, but I feel like there's also more kindness. I feel like there's also more inner peace and more softness towards the outer world. So not just internally, but I also feel like externally you have made a big transformation. I'm not talking about appearance here. Some of you guys might have changed your appearance up, most definitely, but others, I feel like you made more internal changes that manifest in the external world. I feel here this card is telling you that this summer you need to also set a lot of boundaries, though, especially when it comes to friendships, especially when it comes to invitations for you to go everywhere. Don't be pulled in many directions, because like this card here said, you are a person that needs a lot of like recharge time. You need a lot of time to yourself in order for you to feel well again after a big event, after a festival, after going clubbing, after going just being around people. I feel like you need to recharge yourself, and you know by now that this is a cycle that you are going through. But I feel like if you put up better boundaries, you will not get to the point of being so drained that you need to withdraw for such a long period. So as long as you put up better boundaries, I feel like this summer you can enjoy your manifestations and still feel and this emptiness card doesn't mean you're feeling empty. It just means like you can sit still and be in the energy of just being. You can not judge, you can not try to be anything else or anywhere else than where you are just right now. So I feel like if you put up better boundaries, you will have a great summer and you will be able to enjoy all the things you have been manifesting. And for some of you guys, this might be some very big manifestations coming through there. So enjoy them to the fullest. Be in the then and now. Not be in the then. Be in the here and now whenever you are there. Just be there. Make sure you're not looking at the past and looking at all the emotions from then. That's what I'm trying to say. The emotions from them over there. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be looking at the past no longer. You don't want to be looking at the past with all these emotions and missing out on all the blessings on this side. So I hope you like this message, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate your thoughts, your comments, your likes, you tuning into this. I'm very grateful for your energy and connecting with you, and for tuning in. Bless you, bless up, and a lot of love from me to you. Have a great summer. Hey you. Beautiful you, this is for you. Here is your message on what to expect for the summer with this new energy that just came in from the summer solstice. If you pick this pile, pile number 3, stack number 3, pick number 3 with the tiger eye, putting it over here. Well, let's see what your cards say then. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Tower. Don't fear it. And then we got the Camel. Okay, when I look at this card, I feel like some of you have been doing a lot of mother healing. I feel like you have been having some issues with your mother, or with becoming a mother, or with being a mother, and I feel like you resolved them, or you have been working on them very hard. I feel like you have had a cleanup, a big shift, big things changing for you in your roots, probably with your mother, and if not with your mother, with your feminine side. I see abundance coming in though. Abundance when it comes to love, abundance when it comes to joyful things in your life. I feel like you're on your path. You are crossing some very joyful moments and joyful energy. It's a good energy to be in right now. I feel over here also like, I don't know why, but these flowers made me think of lavender. So I feel like you are in a more calm and collected, do I say it right? In a calm, collected energy. And I feel like you are in a more of dream state energy. This card here over here is actually telling you that something is shifting. Something is shifting, and I get a feeling that it has to do with an old paradigm. I feel like there's an old paradigm shifting, the old way of being you and the new way of being you. I feel like the old way has not been working for you for quite some time now, and I feel like you have been shifting towards the new paradigm. You have been shaken up. This has not been easy for you. I feel like some of you might have felt like your entire world came crushing down on you. Some of you guys might have felt like shook all over the place. But it's actually a very good thing. This card is a very good thing. The shift that came, I don't want to say it came suddenly, because for some of you guys it came suddenly. And for some of you guys the shift had to do with your mother, most definitely. But for others, I feel like you saw it coming. I feel like you knew that this was not going to work out for much longer the way it did. When I look at this card, the camel card, it actually tells me, when I look at this animal, I feel like endurance. I feel like this animal can walk through the desert for such a long time without having something to drink. And all that they need is actually already inside them. So they can store a lot of water. And water connects to me with emotions and flow, and being in flow and being creative. And now the desert connects to me with fire, action, taking action. So I feel like you have been taking a lot of actions to change your emotions when it comes to this paradigm shift that you've been going through. You have been on yourself a lot. I feel like some of you have been like trying to address the situation or the relationship with your mother, or with your mother figure, or with you being a mother, or with your feminine side. I feel some of you guys have been addressing not feeling secure, or your security, I don't want to say system. I feel like the way you have set up your life, the way you felt secure, probably has not been feeling very secure. So this might have been like some of you guys had a job, and the job was very secure. You knew what you could expect from it, but it was draining you, or just didn't feel like it aligned with who you really are. And I feel like you made the decision, or the decision has been made for you, and this security has been shaken up. So I feel a lot of change in you guys' energy, and I feel like this summer is going to be a brand new start. A big paradigm shift has been happening, and I feel like you are taking responsibility for yourself and responsibility for your actions and responsibilities for your emotions and responsibility to be building up whatever just broke down. And the breaking down part, it might felt scary for you, and some of you guys might be over here like, oh my god, what's the worst thing of my life? Yes, I get that. In a material world and in a physical world, it might feel like the worst thing ever, but this is actually a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I feel like the road you are on right now is such a beautiful one. I feel like you are going to have like so much blessings coming to the tiger. I stone is also about action. It's also about abundance. It's also about the fiery energy. So I feel like you are moving into a direction where you can take a lot of action, where you can actually be yourself. I feel like you are independent and you don't need to be you don't need to rely on everybody else or anybody else to get you where you need to go. You got all the resources inside of you. So whatever broke down, you got whatever you need inside of you to build up something way more beautiful and way more stable than the thing you just left behind. Let's see what the other cards say. I feel a very calm energy though. So if you have not been feeling calm with this breakdown, a calm energy will most definitely come true for you. Yeah, so you will not be in the stressed energy. It will change. So the other cards I got for you is self-love. That's beautiful. And love. When I look at these cards, and especially in the reading and the energy that we are picking up for this summer, I feel like you might have needed to set some boundaries with some female energy. So this could be your mom. We talked about your mom. This could be boundaries with yourself if you are a woman. This could be also boundaries with friends or other female energy, and you needed to set healthy boundaries in order for you to thrive. Yeah, I feel like you need to show yourself some love, to be a little bit more kind towards yourself. And especially when working with your heart, I feel like for some of you guys in this energy, I feel like you're leaving behind a relationship. So some of you guys are leaving behind a relationship, or had to break with somebody that you love very much, or you had to let them go with love in order for you to love yourself. So if people have been crossing your boundaries and you told them kindly to not do that again and they did it again, some of you might have been in shock that this person did this again, and you had to release them with love, or you had to let go of that relationship or the thought of that relationship or your expectation about the person. So there's a lot of change there for you, but there's also a lot of you learning to love yourself way better than you used to do. So even if you're not leaving a loved one behind or somebody you love behind, I feel like you have been learning to love yourself more, without less judgment, and learn that you are your greatest ally. That's what's coming in for me. You are your greatest ally. You are an amazing soul, and you need to know this about yourself. You need to carry your heart in such a way, and you need to carry your dreams in such a way, and you need to make sure that you give yourself enough time. Like the camel has a lot of endurance, and so do you. You have a lot of endurance, but it doesn't mean just because you can hold on to things very long and you can see the potential in them, and you can understand where people are coming from, and you have this tree, like you can see things from a helicopter view. Just because you have that doesn't mean you constantly need to do that. I feel like you need to, and I know that you know this now, I feel like you need to focus on you, and you need to focus on if you are okay, if your heart is okay, if you feel healthy, if you feel happy, if you feel recharged. It's so important for you to do so. The last two cards are belief system and play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So I feel like this summer you guys have here, the Tower card. You have been breaking down an old belief system and you are now creating a new one. You are now taking more time and care of yourself. You are now learning to love yourself better and you are enjoying life more. So I definitely feel like you guys are celebrating this summer. You guys are making light of things this summer. You guys, some of you guys have broken free out of something that was like very tough, very toxic for some of you, very abusive even for some of you. So I feel like some of you guys have been breaking free out of some toxic patterns, some toxic relationships, some toxic situations, something that was really not good for you. And I feel like you have learned to love yourself and enjoy yourself and make more fun this summer, celebrate more this summer. I feel like if that's not the case in your case, if you're like if you feel that you have nothing relationship wise going on that needed attention, you feel like you didn't have anything going on with your mom, you feel like things were going smooth sailing, but yeah, something shook the bull up. That was Dutch and English. Something shook you up. I feel like you changed your belief system, and I feel like you now know that you need something else in order for you to thrive, in order for you to create the security and the abundance that you actually want. But you also know that you cannot be serious all the time, and yet you need to be a little bit more playful. You need to be balanced with being serious and being playful when working towards your goals, working towards your dreams, working towards the things that you actually want to manifest. Right? So this summer is going to be a lot lighter. I'm happy to see all these cards from every pile though, from every stack, because I feel like the energy has shifted a lot with a lot of us. And that doesn't mean that things will not come up, but I feel like you are in a much better place and you are going to enjoy this summer. You are going to enjoy this summer. You are going to take care of yourself. You are going to spoil yourself more. And I feel like some of you guys might be going on vacation somewhere very hot. Yes, so I hope you really like this reading, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate your thoughts, so put them below in the comments, and I'm very grateful for your energy tuning in. Bless you and thank you for watching. Let's move on to pile number 4. And hello, beautiful you. If you picked stack number 4, pile number 4, card number 4, or the blue kyanite, this is definitely your spread. And if you're tuning in, this is the reading, the pick a card reading about your message that you need to hear about what you can expect for the summer with this new energy coming in from the from the summer solstice. So this energy just came in the June 21st, and now we will see what this energy will bring you during this summer. The cards that I picked for you are do not worry, do I have to say? The frog card. So let's tune into this. I already like the energy of this cards. I already like the energy of this pile, of this stack, of this energy deck. If you hear little feet walking across the room, that's my baby girl. She just woke up. But pile number 4, the energy that I'm picking up over here is really delightful. I really like it. It's actually showing me that you do not have to worry about a thing. Things have been shifting, things have been changing, and I feel like you notice. I feel some of you guys have been creating new businesses. When I see these cards, new direction you're going into. I feel like there's abundance, there's money flow here, there's security coming in. I feel like there's also healing with this card here. Frog actually tells me a lot about purging, being vulnerable, healing, but you got to be careful, especially this summer, to not be depleted, to not run out of energy, to not like get empty, right? So I feel, bless you. So I feel like you have been leaving something behind, and you are in the midst of like changing, and you have been going into a new direction, but I feel like you need to research still. I feel like you need to put things into planning. I feel like you are you're getting the sweets. You are getting the sweets this summer. You are enjoying the fruits of your labor. I feel like you are enjoying the sunshine. Not just the sunshine, but the overall energy of the where your life is heading. I feel like you are enjoying it and you do not have to worry. I feel like you just don't know yet where you're going. So I feel like your plans, you might have plans, but I know you feel like you don't know what the results are going to be. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. You know that there's something big happening, something big is changing and shifting, but you just don't know what. It's very interesting, these connections with these cards. I feel like you did a lot of healing. I feel like you did a lot of purging, and I feel like you're still purging. So for some of you guys, I feel like you might still be releasing old energy, old people, old situations. You will not be attracting them as much as you did in the last couple of months, but I feel for some of you guys, there still will be little hints of the old energy in the new you. And I also feel like the same as the last pile, the stack number 3, I feel like you have been having a paradigm shift for yourself too. I feel like you became brave. You became brave. You dared. You were like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to worry about this anymore. I'm just going to do it. So you have been taking action, and I really like this energy. I feel like you have been releasing, and you have been taking a lot of care about yourself, like care for yourself, not about yourself. You have been taking a lot of care for yourself, releasing a lot of emotions. Yeah, you definitely I feel like you've been releasing a lot of emotions. Let's look at the other cards. We got realign, then we got speak truth. So there's a lot of purple energy in this entire energy. I feel like green and purple. Green connects to the heart chakra here, and purple connects to the third eye, but also spiritual energy. And I feel like you had to realign everything, and I feel like the universe has already created a plan for you. You just needed to align yourself to that plan. You just needed to get things in order, and I feel like things are in order right now. And this summer you are heading off. I feel like you're going to fly. I feel like you are going to stand up for yourself. And I don't mean standing up for yourself that you need to fight this summer. You don't. Well, maybe some of you do, or somebody does, but I don't feel like you need to fight. I feel like you are going to let the world hear your voice. I feel like you are using your platform. I feel like you are going to make a name for yourself. I feel like there's some very big shifts there. If this can be on relationship front, this could be on business front, but I definitely feel like purpose and business energy a lot, new directions a lot, but this could also mean for a relationship. So if you are in a relationship and you do not business side, job wise, new direction or purpose does not resonate with you in a relationship spread, this means that you are moving into a very fruitful situation, very fruitful relationship, and you are releasing all the old things and old energy from your relationship, standing up for yourself, communicating and showing yourself a lot more, being vulnerable. So this is like your relationship is going to be very in a more healthy manner. Right? I feel like you are going to connect with one another more on a deeper level. So this is a very beautiful energy that I'm picking up over here. The last 2 cards is fluidity, also purple. Do you see that? And then we got unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Whew. This is so interesting. The fluidity card actually tells me that you are in flow this summer. You are moving in flow this summer. And this might not always be a very fast flow, but you are flowing indeed. You will be understanding that you are in alignment because everything will fall into place. I feel like this might be for some of you guys the most fruitful time in a couple of years. You might be floating, you might be moving into directions that make you feel very empowered. You had a lot of releasing to do. You had to let go of a lot of people. You had to let go of a lot of situations or some people. But I feel like most definitely you had to break free from yourself. The only person that stood in the way of you achieving this or moving into alignment to be able to achieve like amazing dreams and goals that you are moving into right now, I feel like you had to break free from yourself. You had to break free from the way you thought that you could live. You had to break free from what you thought you deserved. You had to break free from what you thought was possible in your life. The people had a lot of expectations for you, and some of those expectations might have not been that high. But I feel like you've broken through this. I feel like for some of you, did amazing against all odds, if that makes any sense, right? I feel like some of you came from very far, and now you are in a position to be on top of the world. And I'm not saying that you're not going to be feeling on top of the world, because some of you most definitely will feel on top of the world, but that's the top of the world that you are able to imagine right now. And I feel like if you purge enough and you release enough, because you still have some purging and releasing to do. We see this on the future side. You still have a little bit of this to do. I feel like if you do this, you will be flowing and you will be fully aligned for you to achieve this, for you to fully embrace and live the abundance, the joy, and the possibilities and the new things coming in. So this is a really amazing spread, amazing energy for pile number 4. This card here is also telling, this is a very powerful stone though, and it's helping you communicate, it's helping you ground, and it's helping you create higher vibrations. And these are exactly the vibrations that you need in order for you to get those abundance energy, to make this project a success, to get those $1 million, and this is, for some of you might not have for some of you might not have a goal to create $1 million for yourself. Some of you do, and I feel like there is a possibility here. I'm telling you now, this is your sign. There is a possibility for you, if you have been working towards it, if you have been working on yourself, to create exactly the things you dreamed of. And I'm not saying that you will get them this summer, but the energy for you to get them is most definitely starting this summer. It's most definitely already entering your energy field. So I hope you really like this reading and this message. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate your thoughts, so put them below in the comments, and I'm grateful for your energy tuning in. If you listen to multiple piles, I hope you got what you needed to hear in order for you to move forward, and I'm sending you a lot of blessings. Thank you very much. And if you have not yet subscribed yet, for everybody still watching, please do so. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that let me give you guys a heart, so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And I can promise you there is a lot of beautiful content that I'm creating for you guys that will come up. And you will see my face a little bit more. So I hope you will enjoy that too. So I wish you a beautiful, joyful, amazing, light, lovely, abundant summer, and great and much love from me to you. Blessings and goodbye.